Good morning, guys. November 7th, Friday. We're just one day away from the Wild Rivers Mushroom Festival in Brookings, and I am by Brookings. I'm in Oregon, South Oregon coast, and I slept in my car and I got dry. Thank goodness I have clothes to change, but I'm ready to go back out there, and that means that I have to change into my wet clothes yet again and save my dry clothes for later. But the good news, it's not raining, so it should be better today. However, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about putting on wet clothes right now onto my body. Wet shoes. I want to save my dry shoes for the car and for driving and for everything else for when I'm not in the forest. I guess it's gonna warm up at some point, the wet shoe right inside, and then I'm just not gonna feel it again. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Okay, I have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be fine. You know what I remember? And I'm actually staring at the ocean right now. One of my friends, he's a free diver. He spear fishes, and that's exactly what he was talking about. He's like, the hardest part is to put on a wetsuit on the second morning and the third morning and go back out there. So I understand what he is talking about right now. I can do this. Let's do this. Off we go in my wet shoes. Sharing the trail with this guy. Oh my god, I think I just found oyster mushrooms. Hello. Oh yes, these are some oysters. Oh look, and there's another, I think it's some sort of bolete that's growing on top. Look at these. Oh my god, they're all growing out of the dead tree. Wow. Check this out. Oh, look at all the little ones. And they have a little fuzz on the top, like these little scales. You see? So interesting. Who are you? Oh God. Let's take one and take a look at it. Look at this little guy. So interesting that they're saprobic, that they grow on top of the tree and not out of the ground. They look a lot like one of the boletes that I found growing out of the moss yesterday. Alright, well, before we identify these guys, how about we get some oysters? Oh my god, look how many. There's some over there. I've never had wild oyster mushrooms before. I'm super excited. Let's gather some. Oops. Off to a bumpy start, Tatiana. The tiny mushroom is actually an Armillaria solidipes, formerly known as Armillaria ostoyae, the honey mushroom. And after a bit of research about these oysters, my feelings of excitement and absolute certainty soon disappeared and were replaced by doubt. As I dove deeper into research about white oyster mushrooms, I noticed articles warning about the possibility of misidentification of white oysters with angel wings, which can be toxic and even deadly, especially to those with compromised liver function. Wow! What a fantastic lesson! Nature threw me a curveball to make sure I'm not letting my guard down and making rushed identifications. Great way to encourage me to polish up my investigation skills. It is extremely difficult for a novice to tell the two mushrooms apart, but there are some key differences. The oyster mushroom, Pleurotus austriatus, grows only on hardwood trees, while angel wings, Pluracibella porogens grow only on conifers. That is great if you know your trees, especially the dead ones. In this case, I'm not sure which tree it is. Although its bark is smooth and not deeply furrowed or scaled like on a mature local conifer, and looks like it can belong to a hardwood tree, it isn't a guarantee because even conifers, especially Sitka spruces, can have smooth bark when young like this. So I will not be taking any chances. Later, during the Wild Rivers Mushroom Festival, I found a matching mushroom on the local species display table, which said it was an oyster, but it had a more pronounced stem at the base, and since it was not attached to any tree, there is still a chance that these are different mushrooms. So the doubt remains, and when in doubt, throw it out. An Amanita muscaria, and they like to grow where in the same habitat as king boletes. So maybe we'll get lucky and find some kings. Please, dear Amanita, lead us to some king boletes. Let's pay attention. There's a bolete right there. Woohoo! Let's go check out what kind of bolete it is. Oh my God, is this a king? Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Nice and fresh too. Oh, it goes all the way inside. Here in thick brush, they grow like clubs. Their stipes are like clubs, and it's not easy to pull them out. Oh yeah. Oh wow, this is a big king bolete, you guys. I was right about the Amanitas. Hi, beautiful. Hi, gorgeous king. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, it might be a little buggy, or this might be, these are usually the types of chunks that slugs take off. All right, we're gonna clean this one up and check it out. Look at the reticulation on the side. Because it's so big, it is harder to see, and it's also very wet. But we're gonna clean them up and cut a couple of slices to see if it's buggy or not inside. Okay, I have my handy dandy towel, which is soaked from yesterday. I tried to dry it on the windshield, but that didn't work because it was a rainy night. But we're going to clean this one up. It seems like it's fine because it looks very firm. It seems very firm inside. So we're gonna clean him up. Beautiful. How beautiful. Now it is easy to clean up the cap, but look at the stipe. Woohoo! Look at all that mycelium. But look, I broke off a little bit here and it doesn't look like it's buggy at all. So somehow we're gonna have to figure out a way to clean this guy up all the way. We don't want to waste any king bolete. I tried some last time. I got 2 or 3 king boletes here, young ones, and I tried some at home, and oh my God, you guys, it's like a mushroom from another world. I understand why people love them so much. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's get off the trail a little bit. If I'm using the knife, I'd like to do it not right on the trail, but somewhere off the trail. So I'm gonna get off, try to clean it up a little bit, and then show you what we got. Looks perfect inside. Oh my God, you guys, we got a huge, beautiful king bolete, Boletus Edulis. Oh my God, guys, look at these giants. I guess nobody has ever been taking this trail, or at least not for a long time. Oh my God. Oh wow. This is a big king bolete, and it's big, but it's fresh. Oh wow, I have to look all around here. Oh my God. They like hiding underneath these little shrubs. Oh wow, look at this big king. Let's see if he's fresh. So I'm cutting out some buggy parts, but the buggy part was just on the side and the head fell off, but the inside seems to be fine. Let's see. We're gonna cut just a little more. Oops, I'm on the trail. I'm gonna get off the trail and do this and come back. Ooh, the cap is super buggy, so we're gonna let this one fly. We're gonna let this one go all the way and spread the spores as far as you can. Let's do it. Ready, set, woo! Look at this huge patch of what I think are Lactarius, the candy caps. Let's see. Let's pull one out. Turn it over. They're not super fresh, but let's see if they are lactating. I'm going to bruise the scales and wait for the milk to come out, and then see if the milk turns yellow or not. It's definitely lactating. But you know, the top is sort of moist and viscid, and I don't think it's just the rain, so that's a little bit strange. I think that real candy caps are matte. Yeah, this one is a little slimy. Alright guys, so I'm reading up on these milk caps on this Lactarius species that we found. And you know how I told you that the real candy caps, they're sort of dry on the top. And there are many other species in these forests. So for these guys, oops, they're just flying all over. And because these are so viscid on the top, it makes me think that they're not candy caps. And then I went here through this wonderful book, which is Mushrooms of the Redwood Coast, and this is by Noah Sigel and Christian Schwartz. And yes, so the candy caps, it's described here that they are surface dry to moist, wrinkled slightly. But then there are these species right here, Lactarius luculentus variation laetus, and this one has surface smooth, viscid to subviscid, rarely dry, and it is not a candy cap. I think ours might be either this or they may be candy caps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to go. I'm going to take it home. I'm going to let them dry and see if they smell. They start smelling like maple syrup after they're dry. A little up the trail, I ran into a troop of real candy caps, and the difference was clear. Although the caps of Lactarius rubidus, aka candy caps, can range in color from pale buff orange to reddish orange in age, the texture of the cap is very different from its lookalikes. It can be dry or moist, but never slimy, greasy, or viscid. And unlike other species, it is rough, like the cat's tongue, or as Noah Sigel describes it, quote, somewhat like the skin of a citrus fruit, end quote. The stipe is hollow, the latex is clear to watery white and doesn't turn yellow after being exposed to air. I spy something bright orange that tells me that this is a lobster mushroom. Oh yeah. This one looks like it might be old. Let's pull him out. Ooh, how beautiful. Oh my God. Look how gorgeous this mushroom is. Well, let's clean him up. You never know. It's very firm, so it's hard to tell. All right, it isn't buggy, but it looks a little bit old inside. Look at all the browning. So I'm gonna leave him behind and hopefully find some new fresh ones. But it looks like this trail has older mushrooms, so I wonder if we have to go a little more south to find fresher specimens? Maybe? Let's try. Off we go! Hey guys, so I came back to the same trail where I was yesterday, where there were a bunch of baby chanterelles. So I'm just out of curiosity. I want to see how fast they grow. So I want to see whether they grew into like big chanterelles already or not yet, because I'm always curious, how fast do mushrooms grow? Does this happen? I mean, I know it doesn't happen overnight, but still, I'm super duper curious. So we're gonna find out today. Let's go. Look at this flush of the Albatrellus mushrooms. Wow. And there's some right by my side on the ground here. Wow. These are gorgeous. And supposedly edible, right? So I'm gonna collect some on the way back. I wonder if they're good when they're little or big. Interesting. I see some chanterelles. Bright orange right there. Wow, the little babies did grow a bit. Not too much. But let me pull this one out. It broke off, unfortunately. Oh, hi Spidey. Are you eating it? Yep. He wanted to take a ride in my coat. Look some more. Oh, they did grow. Oh no, this one was the bad one. I didn't pick it. And these little babies are a little bit bigger. Just a tiny bit. What about the other ones? Oh, the other ones I saw in a different place. Another chanterelle right there. Let's go check out that one. I don't know if it was there yesterday, but I clearly didn't see it. Look at this beautiful. Oh, I think I see more chanterelles to the side. You know, sometimes they come out like this. It's like just the half. I wonder how that happens. I don't see any bite marks, but it's just a half. Very interesting. Oh, there's one right there. Hello, buddy. Oh, this one is very little. I'm gonna let it be. Just found this guy. Ooh, looks fresh. Nice lobster. Ooh. This will require some cleaning. And as I sat down to pick up the lobster, I turn around and look who I see on the other side of the forest. Look how beautiful. These guys, there are a bunch. These are all grown up, ready to go. Well, besides the little one right there. We're not gonna take that one. Haha, let's unearth them. Oh yeah. A fresh lobster and fresh Pacific golden chanterelles. Woohoo! Great find. All cleaned up. So these are probably Pacific golden chanterelles, or maybe California golden chanterelles. No, I think these are the Pacific ones. We will see what the difference is after we read the descriptions for both. And then I found something else pretty incredible, you guys. I want to show you. There was another chanterelle here, and then on the top over there, There are mushrooms that look just like chanterelles, but they're grown out of a log. Check this out. Oh my god. Those look like true gills. So this might be the false chanterelle growing inside. Those are not veins. Let's go look at the difference between the veins and the gills. Oh, this probably would be a great example because this mushroom broke off. So you see how these are like thin pages in a book, right? We can flip through them. And then look at these. These are like veins. These are like pages in a book. And these are like veins, right? We can't flip through them. Chanterelle and false chanterelle. Veins, pages in a book. But this one is so cool, growing in the log like this. Beautiful. We're gonna let them be. Let them grow. Alright. While we're walking through the forest, I will tell you something I keep forgetting to tell you. And that is that chanterelles smell like apricots. Can you believe it? Oh, look at this gorgeous lobster. Oop. And a spider web right here. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna try not to disturb this spider web. And that lobster, when it's dark like that, it's probably done. But we might reach for it very, very carefully, not to disturb. Oh, yeah, this one is for sure done. It broke when I touched it. Yeah, but yeah, chanterelles don't only taste great, but they smell great too. Chanterelles, chanterelles, where are you? Chanterelles, chanterelles, where are you? And some king boletes would be nice too. This is the most magical forest. Found a vein of hedgehogs. Those are still super tiny. Oh, look at the little teeth. These mushrooms are delicious. Let's see if we can find bigger ones. There's some over there. Ooh, these are pretty big. Yay! Yay! Little hedgehogs. And some other mushrooms are growing right next to them. Oh, this cap is brittle. It snaps easy. Whoop. Oh, look at this beauty. So at this point, I was lucky to find two types of hedgehog mushrooms. Hydnum repandum, the hedgehog, and Hydnum umbilicatum, the bellybutton hedgehog. Both are edible and loved by many. The few differences are that the bellybutton hedgehog has a small depression at the center of the cap, hence the bellybutton. Hydnum repandum does not. Hydnum repandum's caps also tend to fuse together in age.
while Hydnum umbilicatum might have faint concentric zones on the cap. In this specific case, the stipes are more slender on the bellybutton hedgehog, while Hydnum repandums look more stout. Bellybutton hedgehogs are smaller than the regular hedgehogs and grow in larger troops.
Alright, we finished up with this trail and I'm going to head down the coast and check out what's going on a little bit south of where we are right now. Oh my god, guys, I went out to a new trail and I'm finding what I'm looking for. Look at this baby. Hi, thank you. Oh my god, King Boletus Edulis. Oh my god, let me try to unearth him. And then I found something else. I found the winter chanterelles, Yellowfoot. First time. I went down south a little bit. Wow, look at this beauty. This one is perfect, not buggy at all. Just a little bit south of where I was. I made the right choice. And when I arrived here into this parking lot, I went into a different direction first, and then somebody went right after me, a couple also looking for mushrooms. And then my inner guidance said, okay, go in a different direction. And I did, and this is what I'm bringing. Ha! Look who I just found. Oh my god. It's a humongous king bolete and it's super fresh. Oh my god. I'm so lucky. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my god, not the thing. You're not a thing. Wow. Wow, guys. I see like a beautiful purple mushroom. Oh my god, a whole bunch of them. Oh my goodness. Lilac. Oh wow. Look at them. Oh my god, and there's one right there. Can you see? Oh wow. Let's take this one. Oh wow. Oh wow, it does have like a cortina. Maybe it's a Cortinarius? And look at that purple one. Oh my gosh. How beautiful. Let's try to identify him. And let's take some pictures. Wow, look, it stains purple on the stipe too. A gorgeous mushroom.
Cortinarius traganus. Common names include lilac cort and gassy webcap. It is a species from Cortinariaceae family of mushrooms, and this one is a stunner. Its lilac head with rusty brown gills, web-like cortina, and a scruffy stipe make it seem like he walked straight out of the pages of Alice in Wonderland. And he smells like pears. The edibility of Cortinarius traganus is unknown, and although according to Noah Sickles and Christian Schwartz, Mushrooms of the Redwood Coast book, it is likely to be non-toxic, people are advised not to consume any mushrooms from genus Cortinarius since many are poisonous and it is often difficult to distinguish them apart.
And look at these winter chanterelles. First of the season. I haven't seen them at all yet. And look at all the pins right there. It's gonna be all mushrooms. Oh yes. Oh my god, they're going all the way up there. And there are more mushrooms there. Oh my goodness. Look at how many. There's a whole river of them, of the winter chanterelles. I gotta be careful not to step onto the baby ones. Look at this one. Yellowfoot.
Cratarellus tubaeformis, aka the Yellowfoot, aka winter chanterelle. It is an edible and delicious mushroom with a pleasantly earthy, smoky, slightly sweet flavor and texture that stays firm, becoming satisfyingly meaty when cooked. Cantharellus tubaeformis comes from Cantharellus family, same as Chanterellus, but stands in its own genus. Chanterelles are in the genus Cantharellus, while Yellowfeet are in the genus Cratarellus. Cratarellus tubaeformis is shaped like a funnel and forms a tube with the belly button on the top of the cap running all the way down through the stipe, making it hollow in the middle. The cap is dry and its color can vary from yellowish brown to brownish orange to grayish brown, turning a paler yellow toward the edge. The vein-like pinkish gills are slightly decurrent to decurrent and stand out in color in comparison to the much brighter yellow-orangish stipe. These are super fun to gather because of how clean they are. You can keep going and going without stopping to wipe them as you would with chanterelles or matsutake mushrooms. I love these in a simple soup colored with purple carrots. The colors of Yellowfeet pop against the purple broth, making this a visually festive and delicious dish.
It is Saturday, and that means mushroom festival time. I already see signs everywhere for like mushroom ID walks where they're meeting and stuff, but I'm going to head directly to the place where the display table is to see their display table and identify mushrooms that I might have not identified previously and find out what they are and all that kind of stuff. So let's go. I'm excited. And this is why I love Oregon.
Mushroom festivals are always full of life and good energy, with this one being one of my favorites. Their display table is brimming with mushrooms, just like their local forest. Every mushroom that I have encountered on the trails in the past few days is here, kindly identified for all to enjoy. I find this to be one of the best ways to learn about mushrooms. Venturing out into the forest in the area that will be holding a mushroom festival. Exploring, taking notes and pictures, and most importantly, forming questions. And then showing up to the festival to have all those questions answered by local experts and visiting mycologists. Wild River's Mushroom Festival is the first one where I see such an abundance of fresh wild mushrooms available for sale. Plus, all the cool foraging gear and art. But the absolute best part is their food truck. Unlike all other mushroom festivals that usually sell unrelated to mushroom fast food, chefs at Off the Wagon food truck not only honored the theme of the event, but put their hearts and souls into the food, creating off the wagon and out of this world mouth-watering recipes. Everything on their menu had mushrooms, be it the humble portobello, paired with King Bolete sauce on a freshly baked home baguette, or a mushroom soup and potatoes in mushroom gravy. Each creation screamed mastery and showed tender love and care for all the guests. I ended up getting 2 sandwiches and ordering a mushroom burger to go for my 12-hour-long drive. And it felt like I was in heaven. Hands down, the best food I have ever had.